What is good, NIO family? It's Rey-Jay back with another video, and in this video we'll be talking about the one and only NIO stock and some very important things that we need to be looking at when it comes to the future of this company. I'm also going to talk about where I see the share price going, considering that we have been dropping quite a bit, but I'm also going to answer when are we actually going to see a reversal? When do I think NIO is going to see a very bullish reversal? When is NIO going to explode, even though we've been dropping for so long? But before I answer the question, before I say anything about NIO and talk about when I think this thing is going to go to the moon, I do have to mention some very important things first. First off, I'm not a financial planner. This is all for educational purposes only, so do not take this as financial advice. And also, if you guys can, please smash the like button if you want to see more videos like this, and not only benefits me, but benefits the entire NIO community as a whole. And the last things, if you guys can, please check out the Moomoo link down below and in the description. If you do sign up for Moomoo and deposit $100, you're not only going to qualify for up to 5 free stocks, each worth up to $3,500, but you're also going to have the chance to win up to $200,000, as NIO is giving away $200,000 for the new year. So if you want the chance to win up to $200,000 and get up to 5 free stocks, please sign up with the link down below and deposit $100 for your chances. So with that out of the way, guys, let's get on with the video. So looking at NIO, we do have some very important things to discuss. NIO is currently down about 1.99%, and it is a little bit up in the after hours actually, but we've been down quite a bit over the last couple of weeks. Now, the thing about NIO is NIO has done next to nothing wrong. Okay, it's not NIO's fault that this thing has been dropping so hard, because if you could show me the news that proves that NIO did something wrong, I would like you to do that, because NIO has done nothing wrong. Their fundamentals have been getting better and better and better. I mean, we're talking about new executives that have worked for very big companies. We're talking about them entering Silicon Valley. We're talking about them expanding to Europe. We're talking about them absolutely killing it. But when it comes to the share price, guys, it's dropping. And it's dropping because of what's going on with China. It's going on what's going on with the Fed, with the overall market. It's all having its toll on NIO. Now, the question is NIO going to continue to drop going into the future? And I want to talk about where I see the price going. So first off, look at this right here, guys. We have the S&P 500. The S&P 500 has been dropping quite a bit over the last couple of weeks, right? We were at 479, we ended up dropping to about 420, and this is happening because of what's going on with the Fed, with the SEC, what's going on with China, and other things like that, right? All these things are having their toll on the S&P, and this in turn is also affecting the Nasdaq and dropping it down alongside other tech stocks like NIO. Like big companies like NIO are getting hit really hard because of the new changes that are coming and what the Fed has been doing. So what's happening is NIO is now in this channel that's caused it to be descending, and has been respecting these levels of support and resistance quite a bit. So the question is, where is NIO going to go into next week? Can NIO actually start to rebound? And the truth is, when it comes to NIO, guys, I'm going to use TradingView actually for this part. So when you look at the way NIO has been running, it does look like it's going to continue to drop a little bit more if the market continues to drop like that. Now, it's very hard for me to make a perfect prediction about the future, because right now, guys, the market's in a very capricious state. However, I'm still super bullish for the future. And once we get out of this falling wedge, guys, it's going to be very bullish. So one of the things you have to look at is, look, where on earth is the falling wedge going to take us? Well, there are actually miniature examples of this if you look at the share price from before. So let me draw this out real quick and real easily using some trend lines. Look at this right here. We have this falling wedge right here. Okay. We respected this line very well. What happens? What happened once we hit the end of it? Okay. Once we hit the end of it, we had a very bullish reversal. Okay. That's one example of that happening. We were hit really hard here, so this was kind of like an exception of that. But there are many other instances where we ended up running pretty hard after hitting some falling wedges. There's a small one right here, or you could argue it's like right here, right? Right here. Another example. This was back when NIO was running a lot more, and obviously the state of the market, the state of the EV sector has changed a little bit compared to that time, but I'm pretty sure you guys understand my point. NIO likes falling wedges, guys. And these falling wedges are what often lead NIO to running really hard, especially if you look at what happened in 2020. Look at this. Another prime example. Let's start from like right here. Super dramatic one right over here. Just like that. Look at that. We drop hard, trade sideways a little bit, then we start to run up. We drop hard, run up. We dropped hard here, then we started to run up. And then since then, we've been on this massive one, right? There's a giant one right over here. Huge falling wedge. And the thing about it is, it really depends on where we find the bottom for when NIO is going to explode. And when the market starts to rebound, NIO could start to kind of like run up, but it may continue to respect this falling wedge for quite a bit of time. So, where do I see the share price going in the future? And this is my answer, guys. We have very strong support at 20, but we did dip below it temporarily before we ran up. So our next very strong level of support would be the $18 and $18.28 range, I think, 18.28. So let me show you guys a Fibonacci retracement chart just to show you how this is actually playing out. So give me 1 second. So let's bring up a retracement. And I'm going to start from the bottom to the top. So give me 1 second when I do this. I need to find the perfect bottom, so give me 1 second. Because I think I went way too high. Let's see where that retracement is. Because I did this before and I found the retracement to be... Hold on. Where's 1828? I think I have to start like right here. Wait, 1 second. The gap is right here, so... Kind of like right there, right? This is how the chart should look like over the long time frame, right? And since our big dip from about a year ago, this is the golden pocket. We actually dipped below where the golden pocket is, and we are respecting the 20 because the 20 is where our very strong support is. We could go as low as the $8 range. I'm sorry, the $18.34 range, right? We could end up going that low if we continue to drop. Now, the thing is, when people are panic selling, there's no telling how low this thing could actually go. But once we hit the end of this falling wedge, guys, I'm going to be very bullish, and I think that for the next couple of months, guys, NIO could trade a little bit sideways because of how the market is. Now, what that means is we could just run kind of like this. So we could dip, run up, dip, and continue to respect this range. Maybe dip a little bit more before we slowly start to run up. Maybe trade a little bit sideways. And I think that by the time we get to summer, guys, that's when NIO may start to like really, really, really run and show us what it's actually worth. So that's what I'm saying. Once we get out of this wedge, guys, that's when we could trade a little bit sideways, which is what happened in the past before we begin a big run. And I do think it's going to start maybe around the summertime, the really, really big run, a huge run. I'm talking about NIO going to like really high levels, but that's really depends on how the market is doing and how NIO performs. But anyways, guys, I told you guys what I think. This is not financial advice. I just want to thank you for listening. So NIO still has insane potential, even if it's in the red. And I'm not scared because I'm still very bullish going into the future. With that said and done, I thank you for listening, and I'll see you in the next one. NIO to the moon, and peace out.